Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are stepping right into our virtual classroom to dive into Unit 3, Nurturing Nature. And guess what? We're focusing on a plant you've probably walked right past in your own neighborhood. I am so excited to guide you through this explainer. We've got a really cool story, some fascinating biology, and hey, we'll even crack a few English grammar puzzles along the way. So get comfy, put away those distractions, and let's get into it.
Here's our quick game plan for today. First, the magic neem tree. Then, origins and many names. Third, nature's medicine cabinet. Fourth, learning compound words. And we'll wrap it all up with a chapter summary and quiz.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the magic neem tree.
So picture this. Our journey starts with a sixth grader named Amber. She's just chilling, resting in the nice cool shade of this huge tree in her courtyard, when suddenly she hears it whispering to her. No way, right? The tree literally says, "You played in my shade in your childhood. You may call me Neem Baba." Now, Baba is this wonderful term of huge respect and affection. By using it, the tree is basically introducing itself as this wise, ancient grandfather who has some pretty amazing stories to tell. I don't know about you, but I'm instantly hooked.
One of the very first things Neem Baba shares is a pretty crucial vocabulary word, Arishta. This is the ancient Sanskrit name for the neem tree. But here's the coolest part. It translates to the one who cures diseases. I mean, imagine having a name that literally announces your superpower to the world. People have known since ancient times that this tree is a natural healer, and they bake that respect right into its very name.
Moving right along to Section 2, Origins and Many Names. Let's take a look at this timeline. So, millions of years ago, Neem Baba tells us he was actually born in North India or Myanmar, but he definitely didn't stay put. If you look at the different eras, you'll see the neem family spread like wildfire across so many different Asian and African countries. And today, in the modern era, these trees have traveled so far they even grow right here in parts of America. It just goes to show how incredibly adaptable and loved this tree is all over the globe.
Because it's loved practically everywhere, the neem tree has picked up some seriously impressive nicknames over the years. Scientists and fans alike call it things like the bitter grace of God, nature's gift to man, or the cleanliness parting tree. Some folks just straight up call it a magic tree or the tree of the 20th century. Like Neem Baba tells Amber, we become well known for what we do. People everywhere find this tree so incredibly useful, and these nicknames are just a massive shout out to all its amazing gifts.
But what about its official, fancy scientific name? That would be Azadirachta indica. It sounds like a mouthful, but this Latin name has the coolest backstory. Long ago, when travelers from Persia visited India, they noticed this tree just growing freely all over the place. So they called it Azadirachta Hindi, which literally means a free-growing Indian tree. That Persian phrase directly inspired the official scientific name botanists use today. It's just a beautiful example of how different languages and cultures kind of mash together in the world of science.
All right, let's get into Section 3, Nature's Medicine Cabinet.
Get this, every single part of Neem Baba has a specific medicinal use. It's literally a pharmacy growing right out of the dirt. The leaves are total powerhouses. They destroy germs, soothe the itching from measles, and even protect clothes in storage. The small twigs, historically, people used them as natural toothbrushes. Amber's grandmother even used the tree's bark to make a cough medicine for her. And she whipped up a special cudgel from the flowers to help Amber's dad with his itchy eyes. How amazing is that?
Now, to really get this science chapter, we need to quickly break down some of the medical vocabulary. First up, measles. This is a viral disease that gives you a high fever and these super itchy red spots all over your skin. When the text mentions that neem purifies, it means it's actively working to clear out harmful particles or germs. So when doctors tell measles patients to lie on neem leaves, those leaves are literally purifying the bed, stopping the germs in their tracks, and helping soothe that awful itching.
Let's rapidly define a few more key terms so we are totally on the same page. Cost-effective just means you get a really great result without spending a ton of money or resources. And let me tell you, neem is incredibly cost-effective. Next, breed. In this context, it means to grow or multiply, which is exactly what neem stops germs from doing. Twigs are just the small, thin branches of the tree. And itching, well, we all know that one. It's that super annoying feeling where you just have to scratch. Got it? Awesome.
Let's switch gears a bit. Section 4, Learning Compound Words.
Okay, let's treat this grammar section like a fun puzzle. The basic rule is this. Compound words happen when you join two or more words together to create a brand new word with a totally new meaning. It's basically word math. Word A plus word B equals a completely new thing, word C. But wait, it gets better. There are actually 3 different types of compound words, and the secret to telling them apart is all about the visual spacing. First, we have open compound words. The rule here is simple. There is a literal physical space between the words, like neem oil or seed powder. Second is closed. This is when the words are just smashed right together, no spaces at all, like childhood or grandmother. And the third type is hyphenated, where a little dash or hyphen connects them. Words like thought-provoking or well-trained. Just pay attention to the spaces, and you'll master this in no time.
And finally, Section 5, Chapter Summary and Quiz.
Let's see how well you were listening at the start. Here is question 1. What is the ancient Sanskrit name for neem that translates to the one who cures diseases? I'll give you a second to pause and think. Shout it out if you know it.
It's Arishta. Awesome job if you remember that. That word is absolutely crucial because it captures the tree's entire identity from way back in history. All right, let's keep that momentum going. Question 2. Think back to that natural medicine cabinet we talked about. According to Amber's grandmother, which specific part of the neem tree is used to make a medicine for coughs? Was it the leaves? The flowers? What do you think?
It was the bark. Great job if you nailed that scientific detail. The leaves handled the measles, the flowers helped the itchy highs, but it was that tough outer bark that grandmother used for the cough. You are doing fantastic. Let's hit one last question.
Question 3 is a quick grammar challenge. Take the word thought-provoking. Based on those spacing rules we just went over, what specific type of compound word is this?
Yep, it's a hyphenated compound word. You can tell right away because of that little dash between thought and provoking. Seriously, mastering biology and grammar in the exact same lesson? You are totally crushing this. Okay, before we finish, let's lock in our final takeaways so you are 100% prepared. 1. The neem tree is an ancient, super respected tree that started in Asia and spread all over the world. 2. Literally every part of it, the leaves, bark, twigs, and flowers, has unique medicinal superpowers to fight illness. And 3. In English grammar, compound words come in 3 distinct forms: open, closed, and hyphenated. Now, before I let you go, our textbook transitions into a really sweet little poem called What a Bird Thought. It's all about a bird whose first home is a shell and its second is a nest of straw. So I want to leave you with this question. If a bird builds its house out of shells and straw, what material would you use to build your ultimate dream home? Are we talking classic wood and brick, tons of glass, or maybe something totally wild and new? Think about it, and we'll dive into that exact idea in our next explainer. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll see you next time.